caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the
Hello, everybody, and welcome to DDTS episode 615, part 2. I'm back with another video. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Monday because slowly but surely I'm trying to. I did a live earlier on StreamYard. Let's just say I was not there majority of the live. I kept going in and out because I was ended up doing something for, other people. But I want to give a special thank you to Brandon of Palm Beach and a special thank you to From the Silk. A special thank you to Miss Pretty Conquer and everyone that was in the chat that joined my live. I'm so sorry for the inconveniences from earlier. I don't know what happened, but slowly but surely I'm back now. So I really want to thank each and every one of you that came into my live that helped me through it. And I really appreciate it. I have not even watched the live that I did just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty much just redo this video. 1 second.
Heartbreaking news. This is Michael Willis Hurd, the content creator known as Love and Light TV and the creator of the viral Yes King audios. There's a series of them, and I know that many of you know that. It was confirmed today by his daughter, Michael, that he passed away on November the 9th of 2025. Originally from Glendale, California, and later based in Atlanta, Hurd was known for his viral Yes King meme and his unique approach to combining faith, sexuality, and self-empowerment. His life was shorter than we would have wanted, but full of accomplishments. Michael Willis Hurd was an ordained pastor, spiritual leader, life coach, and entrepreneur who openly discussed the challenges of reconciling his Christian faith with his identity as a man who loved other men. He produced videos, podcasts, and live streams focused on self-love, healing, empowerment, and overcoming adversity, always aiming to create an atmosphere of positivity and growth, of love and light. Along with motivational and faith-based content, Hurd also openly worked in adult entertainment and maintained an active presence on subscription platforms, challenging conventional discussions around sexual identity and spirituality. His specific cause of death has not been made public at this time, and tributes have poured in from fans in the online community who have admired his positive and affirming videos. He truly provided us love, light, and a few other treats along the way. This man was a husband, a father, a grandfather, friend, and a mentor and role model to many. May his memory be a blessing to all who knew him, loved him, and who mourn.
Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry for the interruption. I'm back. But yeah, I did a live today talking about Michael Willis Hurd on my StreamYard via YouTube. I was not satisfied with my work, but I appreciate the love, the support, and everything. But I got to thinking, after the live was over, I was like, that is not how I intended it to go. Like, I feel like I didn't get out what I wanted to get out and say, how I usually say it. So I felt like I had to push myself to make more content on this topic. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the live up that I did earlier. By the way, thank you, Brandon of Palm Beach, for coming on. From the Silk, Pretty Hard, and everybody else. Thank y'all so much. But I wanted to do this video, and I wanted to talk about this topic and elaborate on it even more because I feel like even though I love the lives, I love doing the lives, but it's like when I do the videos, it's like I basically am in a different way. I'm in a different era. An era that I know that I can pretty much control. And like if it's something that I don't feel is, right for me or right by me, I can just fix it how I want to fix it. So I'm not saying the lives isn't good because I know they really help a lot, but I'm pretty much of a video recorder on making pretty much content. Not saying that I'm giving up on the lives. I'm just saying that recording the videos that really helps me, and I can basically put what I want to put and listen to the 30 fix how I want to fix it until shape it. But if you are new here and if you haven't yet, hit the like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell so you get notified when I have new videos uploaded and available. Again, we're going to be talking about Michael Willis Hurd. We're going to be talking about that topic. And we're going to be talking about Tea Time, the famous TikToker that basically and allegedly that is in hot water for hitting a pedestrian in Chicago, Illinois while she was on TikTok Live. We're going to elaborate on that as well because I think I talked about that in live, but I don't think I expressed everything that there was to express in that live. So I'm just going to redo this video and basically say what it is to say and talk about. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I might have put some things in the video with the disclaimer. If I forgot anything in this video, in this part, it's going to be in the beginning. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So first we're going to talk about Michael Willis Hurd. Okay, for those of you that don't know who Michael Willis Hurd was, Michael Willis Hurd, he was most famous for his TikTok viral saying, "Yes, King." That was basically used a lot. He was a pastor, he was a motivational speaker, and he was a motivational person. And he basically spoke on experiences, and he basically talked about the experiences of life and basically keep the faith in everything. He was a pastor, he had a daughter, he had a grandchild, and I'm going to say this. He was also allegedly a adult content creator, and I'm just going to say this because I don't want to be disrespectful. He was also part of our community. And if you know, you know. I'm not just talking about the black community. I'm talking about the community where it's full of love. Well, it's full of love, but also a bunch of people want to sparrow hate against it. And it is alleged that he was part of the LGBTQ community. I'm just going to put it in that aspect. He was also an adult content creator that did adult content. How do I know? I've watched a lot of the content. I'm just going to say this. I watched the content where basically, what he did, what needed to be done. I watched the content where he pretty much just, you know, he he enjoyed himself. He enjoyed himself. He he enjoyed himself. He was full of life, full of love. Everybody loved him. Again, he leaves behind a daughter, which who made a touching tribute, and his passing has basically been all around these social medias and around the communities, all that knew him and that loved him. Um, he leaves behind a husband, a daughter, and family and friends. But I'm going to be reading an article about this. I'm going to be reading an article on MSN. It's titled, "How Did Yes King Michael Willis Hurd Die? What We Know About the TikTok Star's Death." Okay, he was 53 years old of age when he passed away on November 9th, 2025. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into that. And I'm just going to say this. If I don't say it at the beginning, I'm going to say it now. His his daughter made a tribute, and she basically says that while her daddy is gone, her father is gone, and allegedly it also says that his daughter said that she did not care who didn't like her daddy or didn't accept the lifestyle that he was living or who wished death upon him. Basically, what she's saying that he was a great person, full of life, he was a great father, great man to a bunch of people, full of love, very great energy, and was a great motivational person. Because every time I saw him on TikTok or whatever social media platform I saw his, he basically would say some motivational things that really was amazing and touching. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this topic, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this subject and this discussion. Hurd known, and by the way, I'm gonna get rid of the background noises. Hurd known for his viral Yes King social media meme died, according to his daughter here, was what we know about him. Social media personality Michael Willis Hurd, known for his cornering the popular Yes King meme died, according to multiple outlets, which referred to a statement from a family member. Other content creators also paid tribute to Hurd while grieving his death. Here is what we know about the late social media personality known as Yes King Meme and his death. Who was Michael's Willis Hurd? About the Yes King meme. Hurd was famous for sharing a positive outlook on life with his social media followers in addition to creating the viral Yes King meme. Did the Yes King meme creator die? According to Hurd's daughter, yes. He died. Multiple outlets have cited the Facebook user known as Mikhail Crumbly, who announced his death on November 9th, 2025, at the age of 53. Mikhail Crumbly says, "My daddy, man, I'ma miss you so much, King. This is crazy to me. You really messing up the family with this one." She wrote in a Facebook post that day, "I don't care who didn't love my father and didn't like his lifestyle and wish death on him. This was the greatest man to live on earth. The love and comparison he had was unmatched. Heard's daughter added that he came to everyone with love and touches so many lives, calling himself a blessed girl, so blessed to have him as my dad. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, that is what Mikhail Crumbly has wrote. That is Michael's Willis Heard's daughter, what she wrote on Facebook, and she also has another part. She says, "This is so hard for us as a family, but this too shall pass, and we will grow stronger." She concluded, "I just know my dad is up in glory having an amazing time. I love you, Daddy. I'm gonna see you again. Don't worry about me." Now that was the statement that Michael Willis Heard, aka Yes King's daughter, wrote on her Facebook page, and addressing it to everybody about the daddy's and father's passing. Now I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this because it needs to be said. Now, I know a lot of people possibly did not agree with Michael Willis' Heard lifestyle. And I know a bunch of people couldn't stand the fact, that, what he did behind closed doors or in front of the doors and private and public this and that and the third. Hold on one second. I'm back, y'all. Back what I was saying. I know it was basically, and I know it's a lot of people's. Like what Michael Willis Heard, aka Yes King's daughter, what was her name? I don't want to get it wrong. Mikhail Crumby said she did not care. She does not care who didn't like her dad or his lifestyle or wished death upon him. Which means whatever he did behind closed doors and private and with anyone or whoever he chooses, whether he was a content creator, whether he was an adult content creator, whether he was a pastor, whether he was this, whether he was that. Basically what she's saying, and I agree with what she's saying, basically what she's saying, if you did not like what my father did, and if you did not approve of what he did, and if you had something and a problem with him, then so be it. That's y'all problem. Y'all gonna be mad a very long time, and it's not for y'all to like. That's my father. I still love him regardless. And like she said, like what his daughter said, allegedly, he was the greatest man on this earth. So that's what I'm gonna say. Now, I watched his content. I watched his content that he did behind the closed doors, which was amazing, and I'm not ashamed to say it. He was simply one of the greatest. Every time I watch the content, I can see the great energy and vibe, connection, and the love that he loved it doing. That's something that he loved to do in his time. And I also watched his content when he was speaking truth and facts and giving motivational words, giving motivational advice, giving love, spreading love, positivity, great vibes, and giving love to everybody that was around. He basically did not shut anybody out. He basically helped anybody that he could. He basically welcomed everybody that he could. And even though I did not know him personally, I'm going to say this, I really loved his work. Not as an adult content creator, but the way he spread the love that he had to the peoples that he cared about and that he cared about him. He also did videos with his um with his husband. Um, Basically said he was a family man and he was a pastor. And he was born in Atlanta, I believe. Let me go back and read. I don't wanna I don't wanna skip anything. Let me go back. Okay. But what we finna do, we finna go back and finish reading some more. And we're gonna go back and elaborate on some more, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. How did Yes King personality Michael Willis Reed die? No one from Heard's family has revealed his cause of death. The rumors about his health speed on social media, fellow social media personality Davon Augustus paid tribute to Heard in an Instagram post claiming that had known each other for years and that Heard allegedly suffered from an asthma attack and a subsequent heart attack before he died. Rest in peace, Michael Willis Heard. Some of you may know him as a content creator of many sorts. He was a life coach as well as a pastor. Argus wrote aside photos of Heard, including one of him appearing to be in a hospital bed. I've known him for years and got news this morning that he had died from an asthma attack that led to his heart attack that led to him being brain dead. As shocked as I am about the news, I also know that this is one man who lived his life as freely, fully possible, so I have no doubts that he has transitioned without many regrets. Argus added that Sobiner, Heard's husband, informed him of Yes King Crater's death. Light and love to his family and his ex-husband, so Denier, who broke the news to me this morning. Man, life is literally crazy. The caption also included a note claiming that Heard's daughter provided images of him in the hospital. As for Demeter, he referred to Heard as his husband in his own Instagram post, which read, "My heart is so broken. I don't have a lot of many words, but my husband passing away is insane. Thank you for everyone for reaching out. If you know, you know. I'll miss him forever." Now that is from Michael Willis Heard's husband. So Debnar, his ex-husband, but that is his husband's husband. This the thing with me. I don't care what nobody say. If you are divorced, your first husband or first wife will forever be your original husband and wife. I don't care how many times you get married. I might have it wrong. I don't care how many times you get married. Your first husband and your first wife will be your original first husband and first wife. I don't care if they passed away or this and that and the third. That's going to be your original husband and wife. And reading this article, you can see the love and the light that Michael Willis Heard, aka Yes King, brought to so many people's lives, including his husband, So Debnar, his daughter, which was with him at the hospital. I'm gonna say this. And it is said allegedly that he had an asthma attack followed by a heart attack, allegedly, which concluded him to be brain dead. That's what we just read. And this is what I'm talking about when I say I can put it all out. You know, I can say what I need to say in my video content. I think this is better, but I love the live. But I had to come back and do this video. Okay, so it said that he had an asthma attack followed by a heart attack. Can I relate to y'all? Can I vent to y'all about something? I don't know if I told y'all, but if y'all follow me and if y'all watch my content, I don't know if y'all have or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. As many of you know, I think I done videos about my mama. My mama was Gloria Denise Dobbs. That was my mama. She was born April the 9th, 1974, and she passed away on August the 1st, 1999, at the age of 25. She had asthma her whole life. She basically died in her sleep while taking a nap. And it is said that she had an asthma attack in her sleep. So I know firsthand what it's like to lose a parent to asthma, allegedly. That's if that that is what Yes King, aka Mr. Michael Willis Hurd, passed away from. Even though we know that that was said in the article, we still can't be too sure. That's why I say allegedly, because we really not for sure. But I'm going to say this respectfully. I'm going to say this. You can tell that he lived his life fully in the best to his ability. He was loved by so many people. It does not matter what type of content he did. So what if he did content with other men in a sexual way, or other women in a sexual way, or anything? That does not matter. That does not make him less than a human being. He's still a human being. He just did what he loved to do. He just did what he felt what needed to be done. He did what the fans wanted him to do. He did what he enjoyed. And if that's what his family, and if his family supported him through that, if his family supported him through that, and if they did not care of him doing that, and if they behind him 100% doing that, then so be it. Let him do what he wants to do. We are all human beings. Everybody has done dirt. Everybody is not picture perfect. Everybody got skeleton in their closets, even me. I'm not perfect, not by a long shot. We done things that we regret. We done things that we know that was wrong and that we knew what wasn't right. But just because we did it that one time does not mean we didn't do it again, because we've done it over and over and over again. So regardless of what type of content he did, he was still Yes King. He was still Michael Willis Hurd. He was still loved by his family, his friends, his daughter, his grandchildren. He was loved all around the world. He kept spreading positivity, love, light, motivational words, motivational speeches, motivational upcoming things. And he was a pastor. So let's not, because I know a lot of you might say, oh, he a pastor, he's doing that. Let me tell you something. Let's not bring that judgmental stuff on, because it is so many people's judging people's till it's not even funny. And the peoples that is doing the most judging is the peoples that have done worse and crazier things, and that is still doing worse and crazier things. Don't judge somebody when you is not picture perfect, when you know you still doing dirt. Why would you judge somebody when you basically still doing the same thing that you literally judging a person on? This is not the time to be a hypocritical person. If you don't like or accept what a person is doing behind closed doors or in front of the doors, in private, in public, then so be it. You're going to be all right. Then there's going to be a lot of things in life that you're not going to like. People's is going to be mad just because you got you a bag of chips and you didn't get them a bag and you didn't get them a bag and they still going to be mad. What I'm trying to say is I'm going to miss Michael Willis Hurd, aka Yes King. Yes, I watched his content. I watched his adult content. I watched his motivational content. And I'm not afraid to say it. Yes, I watched both content. And yes, I watched the viral Yes King on TikTok. And it basically made me laugh. It basically made my day. Are y'all gonna judge me for watching somebody else content that they did behind closed doors with whoever? Y'all gonna judge me for that? Because if you're gonna judge, you can judge all you want to. But let me tell you this. The ones that's doing the judging, those the ones that's doing hell of a lot worse things than that person that they're judging about. Because one thing about me, I'm not ashamed to say, I'm not ashamed to admit what I do and what I don't do. Because one thing about me, DDTS, I didn't come here to be liked. I didn't come here to be liked. And I'm going to go on and say this. There's people that I know that's possibly talking about me. Not in a good way, but in a bad way. Some might be talking about me in a bad way. Some might be talking about me in a good way. That's why my circle is small. I don't mess with everybody. But I learned this. If you keep bringing my name into stuff in a good way or bad way, that makes me think and that makes me wonder. I must be a hell of a popular person and a celebrity. Hell, you might even want to get my autograph. But I'm going to say this. Michael Willis Reed will never be forgotten. The love that he brought to everyone around the world, the communities and everything, the touching tribute by his daughter is simply amazing. And I stick with her and I support her 100%. And I love what she said. I don't care who didn't like my daddy or his lifestyle or who wished death upon him. He was the greatest man to be on this earth. And I'ma stick with that and I agree with her. Because we do not know what type of connection Michael Willis Hurd had with his daughter. We don't know what type of connection they had. They, as you can tell, they had a very strong, loving connection. And I'm gonna go on and say this. Now, y'all might jump down my throat when I say this. Y'all need to cool it because you do not know what that person that's done this and that and Jane and Joseph and all this and that and third. You don't know. You don't know what that person. You don't know what type of relationship that they had with the good Lord. They might have a personal relationship with the Lord that they can talk to the Lord about that we don't understand. Because he's the only one that can judge, not no one else. Because how are you going to say, oh, I'm this and this and this and that, but stop judging if you don't want nobody judging you? So it is sad what happened to Michael Willis Reed, aka Yes King, and he will not be forgotten. And he was 53 years old when he passed away in the hospital, allegedly, of a heart attack followed by a asthma attack. And that's the topic that we're going to discuss about Michael Willis Hurt. If you have any comments and if I left out anything, please put it in the comments. And please let me know if I got anything wrong. Michael Willis Reed, again, was survived by his daughter, his family and friends, and his husband, Soldier North, who broke the news to a friend of Michael Willis Reed, Davion Argatus, who paid tribute to Michael Willis Hurd, aka Yes King, and they know each other for a great amount of time. So that's going to be my topic on Michael Willis Hurd. And we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I will be doing a topic on tea time and her being in hot water for striking a pedestrian and the victim allegedly passing away after the incident. And this is DDTS episode 615. Love y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back to DDTS episode 615. We just got done talking about Michael Willis Hurd. Now we are talking about the other topic, and that is Tea Time, the TikToker that allegedly hit a pedestrian in Illinois, and the victim died on the scene to the hospital. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna read the article, and after I read the article, we're gonna do what I always do, elaborate on it, and we're going to talk about it, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into this article. I hope that I slowed it down for y'all and I put it into words and put it in a way that you can all understand. So here we go. And this is what we're going to talk about on this topic. And we're going to talk about horror as TikToker Tea Time allegedly runs over and kills a pedestrian during a live stream. Now, before I get started reading this article and before we get into this topic, I don't know who Tea Time is. I got this video on TikTok. It was shared to me on TikTok, and plus I saw it on Instagram. Let me be the first to say, I don't know who Tea Time is. This is the first time of me hearing about this content creator. And this topic regarding her, as it says, that she basically hit a pedestrian and kills the pedestrian while she's on live stream. Let me be the first to say this before I get into this article. I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I think I said this on the live as well. It's not even that deep that you have to get on a live while driving. A content creator told me today on my live, and it was some of the greatest advice, and it's very touching, and that was this: you can get on your live driving, but it's a way you have to do it. You can't pay attention to your live while driving. You just have to put it in a way that you can basically keep up with it without it harming you or putting your body at risk, putting your life on the line, or anybody else's, this and that and the third. And I understand that. But this, on the other hand, regarding Tea Time, the TikToker, she could have basically just waited and went live after she went to where she went to while driving. Now, it is alleged that she had kids in the car, when she hit the pedestrian and the pedestrian died. And I'm gonna tell y'all who the pedestrian is. And I'm basically going to read this article and we are going to elaborate on this. Now I'm going to go ahead and say this. You can be at an event whether you're not driving or cooking, do the live then. But don't wait till you are driving and doing a live. Because if I'm correct and not wrong, don't that go against the guidelines? If you have to have your phone while you drive, then don't drive. Get somebody to drive for you. Then you can get on that phone and do whatever you want to do. But do not get on that phone and go live doing this and that. Not only are you putting yourself at risk, you're putting other innocent people at risk when you're doing that mess. It's not even that important and it's not even that deep. I don't care how many fans you got. I don't care how many subscribers you got. You only get one life. You only get one life. Be smart and strategic about it. Damn the live. Protect your life and those that are around you. And that's just my opinion about that. She should have been more responsible. She should have been more careful. And she should have been more thoughtful than to just get on live. That is allegedly why she had that green screen in the background. Because I think it is alleged that you're not supposed to be driving while on TikTok. And I think that goes against the guidelines. Like I said, I don't know allegedly, but I'm just going to put that in that aspect. But we're going to go ahead and get into this article and read about it a little bit more. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this article. Okay. Yes, I'm using my laptop to help me. And I'm going to be doing some editing. So I'm not going to have my original background screen. So yeah. And I'm also going to be posting another video as well that I did this morning with me making coffee. So stay tuned for that one. So I'm going to be having 2 videos dropping tonight. I did a live and I'm gonna have 2 videos dropping. So if I do one today, I'm not doing them tomorrow. Okay. In a chilling incident captured on live video, a content creator known as Tea Time allegedly struck and killed a pedestrian while live streaming on TikTok. Crash captured during live stream. Authorities in Zion, Illinois responded to a call at approximately 17:46 on November the 3rd, 2025, reporting a vehicle pedestrian collision at the intersection of Sheridan Road at the 33rd Street. A screen recording of the driver's TikTok live session posted later shows the driver reacting in shock with the FK, I just hit somebody. This is a video. I'm not even gonna put that video. I'm not even gonna show that because that seems a little too graphic. But yeah. The police confirmed the victim as 59-year-old Darren Lucas of Beach Park, Illinois. He was pronounced dead in the hospital after sustaining blunt force injuries. The driver, a 43-year-old woman whose account was listed under Tea Time, remained at the scene and has been corroborated. Police says alcohol and drugs are not believed to have been factors in the crash through laboratory tests and pending. The profile of the screamer, the creator known as Tea Time, appears to be Tanisha, a Waukesha, Illinois-based content creator, author, and entrepreneur. Her TikTok handle, Tea Time, has been made private since her crash. Her Instagram and YouTube accounts also appear to be deactivated. According to her publicly available profiles, she founded Divine Oak Publishing in 2020. Her published book and released a music EP titled Tea Testimony. Online discussion, including Reddit posts, claims during the live stream. She responded to the real comments while driving, apparently looking away from the road. But although I'm not going to put up the actual video of Tea Time allegedly hitting the pedestrian, I can put up a video of other people's talking about the incident because I think it's just too graphic. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put up a video of people's talking about this, and we're going to come back and we're going to elaborate on it. So please join me.
No, it was weird. Like, so. Fuck!
What was
Let me
that?
call you right now. Oh, fuck.
What was that?
Fuck.
You okay?
I don't know if you guys heard about the creator that recently unalived somebody because she was driving and she was on live having a discussion. Now, even though those two things are very horrible, I think the most traumatizing part of the entire story was that I know you heard her kids in the background. Her kids were there when she struck a pedestrian while talking on live with several other people having a debate. I mean, is the content really that serious? I know I came on here a few months ago and I said make that content, but don't make that content at the expense of your safety or the people around you. This is a horrible situation. I mean, think about it. She just changed the course of her life, her children's life. She ended someone else's life. I think one of the most tragic deaths are always going to be preventable ones, and this was 1000% a preventable death. My deepest condolences to the victim's family. My condolences to those kids because I know their mother has a court trial now that she has to attend. I'm not a lawyer, but this at least has to be vehicular manslaughter. Like, there's no way. Oh, and here's the kicker. I heard, and this is from her own mutual, Auntie Karen, I heard that at the scene of the crime, it was not made aware that she was live streaming when this accident happened. She obviously quickly ended the live, and I'm assuming by the time police and EMT got there, she didn't share that detail. We just have enough things to already worry about. You know what I'm saying? You guys be safe out there, especially with the holiday season. About 2 years ago, I lost a friend from high school to a drunk driver on Christmas morning. Like, you change the course of people's lives when you do reckless things like this. So just keep that in mind. I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Hey y'all, welcome back to DDTS. Okay, we just got done watching a video that I posted of somebody explaining what happened to Tea Time. Shout out to that content creator. And I'm basically just going to voice my opinions. Now, the person, again, was said to be The victim was 59-year-old Darren Lucas of Beach Park, Illinois. And I'm going to put up a picture once again of the victim. He was 59 years old and he passed away at the hospital. Sustained to his injuries. He passed away from his injuries and everything, this and the third. But again, my prayers goes out to the family of the victim, Darren Lucas of Beach Park, Illinois. Because the thing is this, streaming live while driving, that is not safe. Now, I know someone that streams live while driving, but they do it in a way that is very safe. They don't look at their phone. They just put it in a way that they can basically concentrate on the road while driving and not a person is getting harmed or anything. But you have content creators that do not care, that go live by driving and do this and that and the third, not paying attention to what they need to be paying attention to, putting people's lives at risk. I'm not being shady, I'm being real. Put the phone down for a second. Because I really feel like so many people's lives will be so much better if they can just put them phones down for 1 second. Do you know how many people have been unalive, that have lost their lives because they was in car accidents because of their phones, because they were paying attention to their phones more than they was the road? Do you know how many people have lost their lives, have been struggling with those situations because of that? My prayers goes out to the victim. Now, as for tea time, I don't know too much about her, but all I'm going to say is this. It says that she is cooperating, and I will say this. I'm sorry she had to go through that situation, and I'm sorry that happened to her, but that does not excuse the fact that she took an innocent person's life, and that does not excuse the fact that she could have just waited. She could have just waited to do the live. She should have been paying attention to the road for just a second. No, I'm not dragging anybody. I'm just being honest. Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I have not told too many people this, but I'm going to tell you this. I was involved in an accident of last year of May of 2024. Coming out the Wendy's parking lot. It was this big van, and it was coming full speed. And by the time we was pulling out, the truck struck us on my side of the vehicle. I hurt my chin and I hurt my shoulder. After that incident, that traumatized me for a long time. It still does to this very day. That's why when I get in the vehicle, I get paranoia and my anxiety starts kicking up, because every time I see a car driving fast close to us, I get jumpy and I get nervous, and it's a situation where I'd rather not too much discuss. But if you know, you know. But that's all I have on that. Whether she's being charged, I don't know too much about that, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in that clip that I posted, that I put up if y'all watch. But yeah, Darren Lucas of Beach Park, Illinois, passed away from his injuries at the age of 59 from being struck by T-Time, allegedly, while she was doing a TikTok live. So yes, indeed. But that will be my video, and let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back with another video as soon as possible. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back with another video. Thank y'all for watching. And I really want to say I love each and every one of y'all. Love y'all to the core. Love y'all so much. And I really want to say I love y'all. Thank you. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Love y'all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, good evening. Hey, good evening, everybody. Good morning, everybody. We must learn how to let go of everything that no longer serves us. Everything that is no longer useful in our life, whether that is a situation or a person or a thing, we have to learn to let go. One of the things that I had to learn to let go in order to be able to move forward in life was religion. The way that I was raised, the way that I was taught, the things that my mother instilled in me, even as a young man, when it came to spiritual matters, I had to learn how to let all of that stuff go just so that I would be able to find myself, learn myself, and be able to grow from there. And although it was not easy and it did not feel good, yet and still it was imperative for me that I would learn how to let the things that I was taught go that were no longer serving me. If it keeps you in an unprofitable cycle, it is no longer serving you. If it is not pushing you forward, if it is not causing you to become better, if it's not pushing you into your destiny, it is no longer serving you. If it is not causing you to grow and causing you to mature and matriculate and evolve, it is no longer serving you. You have to intentionally let go. Now, we say that, but the process and the pain of that is so much greater than what we could possibly know. It is not easy to let something go knowing that you're going to have to deal with the pain. We have to learn how to let things go and people go and be willing to endure the pain of letting them go. The pain is not going to kill you. I know it feels like it. I know that in your chest it seems like it, but the pain is not going to kill you. It's going to hurt for that moment, but I promise you that what's going to come after that is so much greater.